What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Josh, back with another haircut tutorial. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss out on any new videos. And go check out some of my other videos that I have on my channel. So before I start cutting the hair, I always want to go in with my comb or my brush and just get the hair to lift up or lay down naturally in its natural hair pattern. So the first thing you want to do after you comb the hair out is to knock the hair down to the desired height if your client is getting his haircut down. In this haircut, I'm using a 1.5 guard with the lever all the way closed, and I'm just going with the grain. So today on this cut, we're going to be doing a burst fade, usually known as the South of France or the Usher fade. It's based off the look of a mohawk, but it kind of gives you two haircuts in one. Once we get to the end of this video, when you look at him from the front, it looks like a standard fade, but when you look at it from the side, it's kind of like a mohawk fade, but not faded up as high. The first step in the burst fade is creating our bald line. This guideline is very important to the overall outcome of this haircut because we control the shape of our haircut with this guideline, because the rest of our guidelines are going to mirror this one. And we want to also make sure that we don't go too high with our guidelines because a burst fade has a unique look rather than your usual mohawk. So my next step in this fade is to go in with my JRL clippers with the lever all the way open with no guard on. Going up about a ½ inch, making sure that I stay parallel to the first guideline because we want to make sure that our shape throughout this whole haircut is accurate with each guideline. So right here we're going to work on taking out the guideline, and usually when I'm using my JRL clippers, my sweet spot to start off with is usually in between the closed and halfway open notches. Then as I cut, I pay attention to see how much is being cut, and if it's giving me a good blend, then that's how I decide what I need to do as far as detailing, either if I need to open more or close the lever more. One thing I want to say, considering this is a burst fade, usually you might see a tighter fade with a darker transition on these cuts, but his grandparents bring him to get a haircut and they want to make sure his hair actually looks like a haircut, so I didn't want to do that. When I'm fading up, right after I knock out one guideline, I go in and create another one. Right here I'm using my #1 guard with the lever all the way closed, and I'm just going up about another ½ inch, and as you guys can see, following that same shape, that arch shape, and not going in too deep. Right after setting in my guideline with the #1 guard closed, I come back with my ½ guard just to blend that line right out, and I go in with the lever all the way closed, and if I need to, I may open and close it, just in case certain areas cut different. Right now I have my #2 guard on with the lever all the way open, fading right into the bulk. To preserve more hair and not push the fade any higher, I'm going to be fading down. So now I'm going to close the lever all the way and just work my way down until the fade blends together. Like I said, we are fading down, so right after the #2 guard, I come in with my 1.5. But when I pick up a shorter guard, I make sure I don't go up as high with my strokes because every guard plays a specific role in the fade. So my 1.5 guard shouldn't be cutting the same hair as my #2 guard was. It should be cutting the hair slightly under it, creating a blend. So right now we're moving on to the #1 guard, and like I said, we're fading down. I'm starting with the #1 guard open, and I'm not going up as high, but I'm making sure I blend right into that 1.5 area. And this is just reference to earlier in the fade. Before we started fading down, the last guard I used when we were fading up, I did the #1 guard closed. And since we're right here in the area back with the #1 guard, it's basically just detail work, connecting those hairs in between the 1 guard closed and the 1 guard open area. Pretty much at this point, I've built the foundation of my fade. Now it's time to go in and do some detail work, working around dark spots and just everything that we need to make this fade look A1. And usually when I'm doing detail work, I just retrace my steps. I usually go through every guard if I have to, hitting certain areas because those dark spots really take a toll on your overall look of your fade. So we're not quite done with the fade yet, but right here we're going to add a nice sharp line on that neck, and it's going to make our fade pop and just show the differences and the dark spots that I need to fix from the left and the right side. And right now I can already tell that the right side is a little bit darker, it's a little bit wider. I left that fade, I didn't go in as deep on the right side, so I'm going to go back and fix that. But right now, as you guys can see, he has a nice natural sharp line, and right now I'm going to go back and just clean up that right side and make it look better. And if you guys have been watching the video up until this point, I really appreciate you guys. I know you guys see that fade coming together, the thing look nice, but wait till I add that line to it, man. I'm telling you, that nice hairline gonna make it pop even more, and the overall finished look is just dope. So keep watching, you guys. Appreciate you. We've made it to one of the best parts of the haircut, is the hairline. Right here I'm applying some holding spray and I'm just blow drying it to get it to lock in good and get the hair to lay down tight so we can get a crispy line. And for the lineup, as you guys see, I'm using my gold Babyliss trimmers and it's already sitting in that nice crispy line. I'm going to sit back and let you guys just watch this lineup bring this haircut to life, and that fade is going to pop in a different way once you see that line on there. So you guys see we got that nice line on there. Right here I'm going to be doing some more detail work with the lever all the way open, just opening and closing the lever. I seen a little dark area towards the front of the hairline and I want to just blend that out better so I can get a more flawless look in this fade. YouTube, this is the before. This is an amazing all natural transformation. I appreciate you if you watched it up until this point, but without further ado, you guys, this is the cut. Let me know what you guys think about this haircut in the comments, and make sure you guys smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so I can keep growing and reaching new people. If you guys are new, you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. You guys can also follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at JoshXBarber, like you guys see on the top of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next. It's your boy Josh, and I'm out.